In today's video, I'm going to go over Amazon FBA product packaging requirements. How do you get product packaging designed? Really nice packaging. Do you need that? Or should you just put your product in a normal brown or white box at your supplier? What barcodes go on the packaging and the FBA shipping plan or the shipment process? Welcome to the channel. If you're new, welcome back. Those of you who are my subscribers, my name is Brian Noonan. I'm a full-time Amazon FBA seller, mentor, and coach. Right here on this YouTube channel, I release monthly videos covering everything Amazon, e-commerce, and personal developments. If you enjoy those types of videos, do me a favor right now. Head on down and press subscribe. I can see each and every one of you who take just a minute to press subscribe, and I appreciate each of you. Also, give me a like on this video. It helps support my channel and bring you more helpful videos like this one. My job right here is to help educate, teach, impact as many lives as possible, sharing and documenting my journey of how I went from a struggling broke drug addict to building, owning, and running multiple six-figure online businesses. Let's jump into it. All right, guys, let's jump into today's video all about Amazon FBA product packaging. So if you're at the stage where you're kind of wondering, what type of product design or packaging design do I do for my product? Do I put it into a nice custom color box? Do I put my product in a white box or a brown box? These are really good questions. And at that stage, you probably already have found the products. You've decided on what product you're going to launch. You've contacted manufacturers. You've reached out and got quotes or pro forma invoices. You've ordered samples. It's really not important what the sample box looks like. Most suppliers are not going to ship you just one custom box. So your sample most likely always come in just normal brown boxes when you go to order custom samples with your logo, of course, printed on the product from 2 or 3 different suppliers to see which supplier you want to work with. One of the main deciding factors always for choosing a good manufacturer to work with is choosing a supplier who offers and can print or engrave or etch your logo. Your brand logo needs to go on your product and it needs to go on your product packaging. These 2 things are going to be required for Amazon brand approval to get your brand approved and also for the trademark and brand registry process. So super important that you have your logo put on your product and the packaging. Most important would be on the actual product. So Amazon is a little bit lenient. They don't necessarily make you have it on both, but if you can get it on both, the better. It needs to be one or the other though. And I always like to have it on my product because once you do get that trademark filed and it's granted, no other seller is going to be allowed to sell your product or any product with your trademark brand logo, brand name on the actual product. So let's go over, it also depends on what product you're selling and what category you're in as to what type of packaging you need. If you're selling, like a very patio lawn and garden, like a garden hose, that's not the best example, but like a garden hose, you don't necessarily need a beautiful custom color box. If you're selling a very, like a tool, like a hammer, you don't necessarily need to do a beautiful custom color box. So it really does depend on what product you're selling. And the category you're in. Whereas if you're in like a beauty and personal care brand or product, your product is in the beauty and personal care, it's a makeup or a skincare item, a supplement, has to have a beautiful box. Something like this, a pet product, usually always come in a nice box. So it's really going to depend on what your product is. But I would say the majority of the time, guys, if you can, one of the deciding factors for which supplier I work with is going to be, does the supplier offer custom box design? Can I do my own design for my product box? And, what's the cost? Usually it's not more than $1, guys, per box or under, depending on your product, for the supplier to print out. Let's say you're ordering 500 products. You'll just get one product box design done, and then the supplier will print out that box 500 times and package your product in each box. So this is a good example, guys. So the product here is, it looks like it's a cat detergent spray. It comes in the bottle, and then it also has a box. Now for this product here, what you would actually have to do is have the designer I use is called Ollie right here. I'll show you his profile in a minute, but you would actually need him or your designer to design the label and the box here. So that would be 2 different designs you have done. Plus, we're going to need a thank you card. So once you go into, you found the supplier, you've placed the 30% deposit, you've already ordered your sample and received it, and then you place your deposit. Now it's time to get these designs done. You don't have to have these all done before you order or place your deposit, but you would need to get from the supplier. This is going to be called the box template file. It's going to be the box laid out flat. Let me see if I can pull open an example. Box template file. just so you can see what that looks like. It's basically, guys, just the box laid out flat. Yeah, it's this right here. Okay, so it's just going to help the designer. It's going to be what's needed for the designer to design each side of your box. So you'll get this from your supplier. Along with, you would also need this right here, this label size. And then you're going to send this box template file and the label template file to the designer. And then the designer is going to need some information from you. They're going to need to know the name of your product. You know, some of the selling features are always really nice to put on your product box. So for example, if we go back looking at that cat deodorant spray, you can see right here, you know, they've got some main selling features on here: train good habits, anti-scratch, anti-chew, natural ingredients. They've got some symbols or little emojis over here. They've got a picture of who the product is intended for. Then they've got some net contents down here. This is actually a really nice label design. It's a little boring for like a beauty and personal care brand, but for like a pet product like this, it's fine. And then you can see on the back, guys, they've got some ingredients, some usage instructions or tips for the customer, key features, some more key features or ingredients. So overall, guys, this is a pretty good design. You can see also that the design of the label and the box correlate. So you can see they've used like a navy blue background with gold accent and white text. It's the same for the box design. It's a white background with navy blue kind of graphics and white text, and then black text as well. So it needs to correlate, and the designer will do this for you. All you should need to do, guys, is just get the box template file, that box laid out flat size, and the label file from your supplier, send it to your designer, and then provide some of these features here. You can look at your competitors' listings and packaging design to get ideas for these key features here, ingredients and stuff, and work with your supplier on what text to put on your box, and then send that information to your designer, okay? Ali Zain is who I use for all my product packaging design. He's really reasonable. His designs are nice and, you know, modern, clean. He does a really good job. And for the product packaging design, label design, and like a thank you card, it's about $100 for all three of those designs, okay? So once you've got those box files, label files from your supplier, you have the designer working on those. What else needs to go on this box? Do you need a barcode on this label? Do you need a barcode on this box? No, you don't need a barcode on the label, but yes, you are going to need a barcode on this box. So this is the actual final packaging your product comes in, and this is how your product is going to arrive to Amazon, like this, in this one box. However the customer is going to receive it, whatever box the customer is going to receive your product in, on the outside of that box is what you need to put the barcode on. There's two types of barcodes, guys. There's FNSKU, which looks like this. It's like more of a skinny, long label called the FNSKU label. And then there's the UPC label, which is like this one. It's a little bit bigger. I always use the FNSKU on my product packaging. Now, where do you get this FNSKU? So it used to be where you had to buy this UPC from gs1.org. You had to buy 10 of these for $250, these UPCs. And then you would use one for every product you launch. So if you're launching that cat deodorant spray, you would use this UPC code that you buy from GS1 to create the listing. And then once you create the listing, Amazon will give you this one, the FNSKU. The FNSKU is what you send to the designer to incorporate into the box design. So when the supplier goes to print the box, the FNSKU is already there in the box. Or if you are in a rush and you don't have your listing created yet, because you'll have to have your listing created to get this FNSKU, what the other option is, you can just send later on this FNSKU towards the end of production. You can just send your FNSKU to your supplier and they will print it out on label paper 500 times and label one FNSKU on each one product box. Now, the best place for the FNSKU would be like on the back. So not here, not on the front, definitely not on the front, but on the back side, okay, is probably the best. It's going to be the widest part because that FNSKU has to be a certain size. I believe it's like two inches by 1.5 inches, two inches long by 1.5 inches tall. But when you go to print your FNSKU inside of Seller Central, it'll automatically be the 30 up label in the correct size. You want the 30 up label. So guys, you're going to get the label designed and the box designed, and then you can, once you create your listing, you can get the FNSKU. Where I was going with describing the difference here between UPC and FNSKU is you no longer need to buy UPCs. This is a thing of the past. Right now, the best thing to do, guys, is just get a GTIN exemption when you get brand approval. I covered that in one of my most recent videos. I'll try to have it pop up above, but it goes over how to create your listing from scratch. And during that video, I actually show you how to get brand approval and a GTIN exemption at the same time. What does that mean? That means you will not have to spend $250 to buy UPCs. You no longer need to buy UPCs. There's really no benefit of using UPCs unless for one day you're going to go sell in a retail store. Then you might want to buy a UPC. But for most of you, it's going to be online sales on Walmart, on Amazon, on your own website. And for all of that, we can just hold off on buying, the FNSKU will only be relevant for Amazon. So if you do plan on selling in retail or over on Walmart.com, then I would recommend buying the UPC. If you're just going to launch on Amazon for now, you'll just need to do the FNSKU. For all my product sales guys on Amazon, I only use the FNSKU and I don't have to get the UPC. Okay, so now that we've gone over the design of the product label, if you have that, the packaging box, what barcode you need, the FNSKU, where do you get the FNSKU? Once you create your listing, guys, you're going to go inside of inventory, manage all inventory. Once your listing has been created, you've already got brand approval, GTIN exemption, you've created the listing, it's just a draft listing, inactive, right? On the very far right side, guys, click the three dots and go down to print item labels. Click there, and then 30 up labels is already selected. Click print. That is the FNSKU, which you'll send to your box designer or the supplier. Okay, next up, what I want to talk about is the other design you'll need to get done. In addition to if you have a label on your product, you may or may not, but definitely need a box design. If you don't have the option of doing a nice custom box design, your own color, 2 or 3 colors with your logo and a picture of the product and some main selling features, the other option is, just going with a white box or a brown box, depending on your product. That's fine. If you do go with just a brown box or a white box, do try to work with your supplier on getting your logo printed on that packaging. And just like a custom color box, guys, you'll need the FNSKU barcode labeled on the back of that white or brown box. Each of your products, guys, need to go into one box. So one product goes into one box, whether that's a brown box, a white box, or a custom color box. Each product needs to be individually packaged by themselves before they're shipped to Amazon. Okay, so make sure you do that. And then the barcode needs to go on the outside of that packaging. Then the next one we have to get designed is that thank you card. What's a thank you card? The thank you card is like a 4x6-inch card that I have double-sided color that Ollie also designs for me. And the most important things for the thank you card are going to be a nice specialized thank you message to your customers, thanking them for their purchase, giving your email for your brand. If you have any questions or concerns, please reach out to us and have your brand email on there. Although most customers will go straight through Amazon's customer service, it is nice for you as the brand owner to include in a contact email there. On the back side of the thank you card, I also include my brand's social media pages. So my Instagram page for my brand and Facebook business page for my brand. Even if you don't have a big social media presence or you really haven't spent a lot of time on creating content yet, go and create a Facebook page and an Instagram page for your brand so you can save the handle name and put those on the back of your thank you card. Some customers may choose to go check you out over there. A support email, a specialized thank you message. Also, we want to give away something of free value. Okay, so this goes out to all customers. What I normally will do is a 2-year manufacturer warranty or a 15 or a 25% off their next purchase from my brand. How do you set that up? It's through a QR code. So I actually use Helium 10 Portals is a landing page builder. We no longer need to use ManyChat. We just use Helium 10 Portals. Helium 10's Portals comes along with your Platinum plan. You already have access to this if you have the Platinum plan. And once you go inside there, you can create a landing page for your product free value you're giving out to your lead magnet and create an opt-in page or a landing page and generate the QR code. So for example, on this side, it may say, thank you for your purchase. We're a small family-owned business and customers like you are the lifeblood of our business. We would appreciate it. Actually, before you say we would appreciate it if you leave us a review, scratch that. What I do is I say, as a token of our appreciation, we've included a complimentary 2-year warranty. All you need to do is scan the QR code down here and enter your name and email, and it'll automatically be activated. You can set all that up inside Helium 10 portals. So now the customer sees a nice thank you message. They get a free 2-year warranty, or it could say, scan this QR code here to get 25% off your next purchase. You would go into promotions, set up a promotion code for 25% off, and also create the QR code inside Helium 10 portals. And Helium 10 portals will automatically set up that website, the QR code that the customer scans. They'll go to the website, give you their name and email. Helium 10 will automatically collect those names and emails for you on a list. And then automatically it'll just be their warranty or their discount code will be sent to them. Okay. So that's how you're going to do your thank you card. You're going to have a thank you message. You're going to give away a warranty or a discount code through the QR code. You're going to do a support email for your brand. It can be a Gmail, or if you have a domain you service, you can go through that, contact@yourbrandname.com, or even just a Gmail is fine, such as support.yourbrandname@gmail.com. And then on the back, we're going to have your social media links, Facebook and Instagram page. So now you're going to have Ollie design, or your designer design, the box design, the thank you card design, and the labels if you need them. And then once Ollie is done with those, you've got him the FNSKU for the product box file. He's inserted that into the box file, and you've done the QR code setup and landing page setup inside Helium 10 portals. You're going to be able to finalize the files with your designer and send those off to the supplier, who will then print 500 boxes and 500 thank you cards, and make sure that they package one thank you card inside each product box along with your product. Next up, guys, is going to be the shipping plan. Let's go over the product box and the master shipping carton. What's the difference there? So your supplier over at the factory in China, or wherever you're ordering your product, you're going to put each one of your products is going to go in this box here with the FNSKU, and the thank you card would need to be inside here. So all the pieces to your product need to be packaged together in one box. And then these little boxes, the nice box you have here, will go onto these bigger boxes. So there may be 50 or 10 or 5 or 100, depending on what size master carton the supplier uses. For example, this box here looks like it fit like maybe 25 or 50 of these boxes. So your supplier will package your product box, your nice box, into master shipping cartons. And then you'll need to get from your supplier this information here. So you'll need to know how many units are you shipping to Amazon. There's no limits. No 200 unit limit. So if you're ordering 500 products for your first launch, you can send all 500 to Amazon. You'll need to know how many units are there per carton, the size and weight of those master cartons, how many total master shipping cartons, and the size and weight of one product box. So that's the size and weight of this, and then that's the size and weight of this master carton, how many units are inside this carton, and then how many total cartons are there. So usually for like 500 products, if you're sending 500 products to Amazon, it's usually going to be like 50 of these cartons of 10. So when you enter your shipping plan, you would tell Amazon, I have 50 of these bigger boxes, master shipping cartons or FBA boxes. Each one contains 10 products, okay? And you'll need to know that information for when you go to do the FBA shipping shipment creation or the shipping plan. So get all this information from your supplier, okay? And then they're going to give it to you in kilos and centimeters. You're going to need to change this. Just use Google into pounds and inches. Now, there are limits for each one of those master shipping cartons. They have to be under 50 pounds each and not over 25 by 25 by 25 inches or larger. If your product is bigger than that, over 25 inches, you'll need to use stackable pallets or pallets, which can be, I think, roughly 41 by 40 inches and 150 pounds, I believe. All right, so then you're going to create the FBA shipping plan and let Amazon know, hey, I have 500 products, 50 master cartons of 10 units coming to your warehouse. And then you're going to see inside the shipping plan creation process, Amazon will have it send it probably to 5 different warehouses for free, or you can send it to 3 warehouses for a big placement fee, or to 1 warehouse for an even larger placement fee, depending on West Coast, Central, or East Coast. So that's really, guys, going to go over the most important parts here of barcodes, product design, product packaging design, and then your FBA shipping plan creation process. If you have any questions or you need all these information, I'll try to link him down below. He's really good at designing product packaging. If you have any questions on that, and make sure to check out my other videos on the channel where I walk you through creating the shipping plan process. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching today's video. I'll see you on the next one.